It is utterly frustrating trying to it's like trying to give people wisdom about things, you know. I learned when I started coming into relationship advice and female nature and masculine nature, when I really started to dive into that, I realized I wanted to help all the guys around me in their relationships, but I realized real quick that they would not listen, and they had to learn things on their own. The same is for cryptocurrencies and smart contracts. It's frustrating knowing that this market is blowing up as I make this video. It's just completely blowing up. Dogecoin, which is utter trash. I've been reluctant to invest in this. I was gonna buy it a few months ago, but yesterday I decided to finally get it. I seen it going up from like 7 cents and it started blowing up. I got in at 14 cents. And I just got the bare minimum. I mean, I think I got like 550 coins of it, right? And now it's up over 30 cents. I think it's getting blown up by the GameStop type of people, but it's utter trash. And the only reason why I got it is because I know the reality we live in. We live in clown world. When there's a NFT that just a digital art piece that got sold for $68 million, and some of these NFTs that people are investing and going for so much money, and they're just it's like, why is that being sold for so much? Why does it have so much value to a person? Why would they spend that much money? Well, to me, I think the same about Dogecoin. Yes, it's trash, but there's a lot of people that I think don't understand that it's trash, and they're just going in. And well, I'm not gonna. Yeah, I spent $85, right? It's just an insurance, right? What if it does go to 100? What if it does go to 1,000 because people keep pumping it up? I don't want to be left out. If I only spent a little bit of my portfolio on it, how what if they do pump it up that high? You know, I don't know if they will, but what if it does? Yeah, at some point, Bitcoin was 4 coins a penny. That's what it used to be. So you never know. Even though I know it's trash myself and it doesn't really have a lot of value, they can print out, not print out. They can make infinite numbers like our cash is not even close to Bitcoin. Maybe it is a little bit. It is faster or whatever the transaction, but people are buying it. So why would I not get into it at an early stage, that, and it okay, then it drops back down to what I got. Then like whatever, then I sell it. Like, okay, then I didn't, you know, if it dumps, it dumps. Who cares? But the thing is, my whole point is knowing what I know about. I don't know everything about all of these smart contracts and coins. I don't know everything. I know the ones that have the most potential. I know that because the people I listen to. I know that, and to be able to have this information and try to help people, like it's like I tell people, but they don't want to listen, and I try to they just think I'm stupid or something, and maybe I am, but as of right now, I mean, I'm I have the most value I've ever had in my life, and I just got it. And I'm not trying to brag. I'm really not trying to brag. I'm not some kind of expert either. I'm really not at all. Not even close. But I bought my first portion of a Bitcoin in November at 17,000, and now it's it was 63,000 yesterday, all time high, and then it dropped down a little bit. I think because people are I don't know. I think that people are just going to different altcoins, and people sell to make profit. Go back up. But you know, to not get any support to if you get in these currencies, you are basically, the way I look at it, you're basically getting into Amazon and Google when they were like $50 a share, maybe even less. And now they're over like $2,000, 3,000. I don't know. I don't really follow the stock market too much, but although yesterday I did buy Coinbase with my retirement, my Fidelity retirement, I got one share. I don't have much money in there because I started a new job, but I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get Coinbase. Um, yeah, but to have this knowledge, to be in so soon, and to know crypto's being accepted more, and it's not gonna get banned here in America, and there's rumor that Walmart might have bought $1 billion, and we'll find out next month if they did or not. How huge this is, and to know that there's not an infinite supply of Bitcoin, and there's only 21 million Bitcoin that could ever be mined, and um, I think 19 million have been, and the last Bitcoin will be mined in like 2140, and uh, how institutions are getting in, and more people. There's going to be less of a supply of it, and um, how secure the network is, and you know Ethereum was an all-time high yesterday at $2,500. When all the applications are building on Ethereum, um, that's probably going to be the supercomputer in the future for blockchain. Um, to be in it so soon, right now, and to try to help people, and they don't want to listen, and they're gonna come back, and I guarantee you they're gonna start trying to get Bitcoin, and they're gonna try to get a Bitcoin when it's like 500,000, right? That's when people are gonna start waking up, like the regular people, and they're not gonna be able to get Satoshis very easy. Uh, uh, like yesterday, I just got 3 million Satoshi. Okay, how hard it is gonna get 3 million Satoshi when it's $500,000, when these big rich people are buying it up. The everyday person will probably be lucky to get a thousand in their life. There's only 21 million Bitcoin that could ever be made or mined. There's over 8 billion people on this planet. If it becomes the world reserve currency, what does that say? Most people won't even be able to probably even get a big one Satoshi, and there's 100 million Satoshi in a coin. What people don't understand is you don't have to own a whole Bitcoin. You really don't. But to tell people close to me, and put the information out there, and nobody takes it, nobody cares. And I know in a couple years, it might even be by the end of this year, and they're gonna be like, trying to get in, and it's frustrating. It really is. It could all go to zero. It could all go to zero. I really don't think so, but it could all go to zero. But it's frustrating. It really is. I'm not a financial expert at all. I'm not trying to give financial advice. I just try to give knowledge about the technology and how valuable it's going to be in the future. But people just don't want to listen and think about it. And that's why I told him one of my old. This is why I shared it on some of my social, one of my social on Facebook. And I only have just my family and a couple friends on there. I shared, like, you're getting $1,400 stimulus. And at that time, I was like, you could spend $500 or $600 and got 1,000, and got 1 million Satoshi. And the potential of Bitcoin, They say, oh, it's gonna go up to 1,000, 100, like they say 100,000. Like I definitely think that's gonna happen very soon, 100,000, and by the end of this year, 300,000. Listen, the sky is the limit. The sky is the limit for Bitcoin. It really is. It could go up. They say a million. I think it's going to, in 10 years, I think it's going to go up to, in my opinion, it could go up to a million way quicker than that. Some people say it can go up to a million at the end of this year, which would be fantastic. For me, I would be excited about that. But, I mean, it could go up to 100 million one day, you know? And yeah, something better is going to come along and replace it at some point. But I just don't think it's going to come along in the next couple decades. And I could be wrong, but it's sad. It's sad, but you know what? People make their own choices, right? And what's gonna happen for me is, even though people look at me like I'm a little dog right now, and they've looked at me like I'm a little dog and don't respect me, one day they will respect me and they will look at me and the words I say, and they will have some value to a lot of people. Um, you know what? Some of my videos might be able to survive in 10 years or 20 years, and they blow up and they really help out a different generation. And I might even be like, people might say, oh, he predicted. Like, I'm not a prophet or nothing like that. I just connect dots, and then I have a creative mind and I put things together. That's all I do. I don't get visions of the future, or I mean, I don't know how the future is going to be, honestly, but I think, um, why not? Why not try to invest in this? But hey, you people do you. I think the stock market's overrated. I think the stock market and I think the real estate is way overvalued. That's why I don't want to get into any of that. Like, I got Coinbase because I think Coinbase is going to blow up, but we'll see. Maybe it goes to zero. I don't care. Like, whatever. Anyway, what I did with my assets is I leveraged debt. That's what I did. I leveraged debt. Am I over leveraged? No. I leveraged debt. I can pay off all my debt right now. I'll pay my car off. I can pay off all my credit card debt with my crypto. But then what? I'm stuck with nothing? Okay. Okay. Let me go ahead and plow and just work a regular job like I've been doing, which I'm doing right now because that pays all my bills. Why would I do that when crypto, when I think that this is a chance for me to really get far ahead in life? And I'm taking a risk, but you know what? You can't get anywhere unless you take risks. And I might end up going bankrupt. But who cares? I mean, who gives a damn? I'm not going to own nothing anyway. Who cares? Like I said, I'm not over leveraging myself. And I'm still working hard every day. But why not? That's what rich people do, right? They leverage against debt. That's what Trump did. You think he got those buildings because he went and plowed every single day and worked? No. I worked 20 years. Listen. And I've probably made like 30 grand of mistakes in my life of working. And I'm almost to that in half a year. Half a year. So 20 years compared to half a year. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it all goes to zero. Maybe I go bankrupt. Who gives a damn? At least I tried. At least I tried. Jeez.